Good evening, good morning, and good afternoon, wherever all you lovely people are in the world. Hopefully everybody's familiar with how this works. I do need a sound check. Can you hear me okay? Light up the chats with your favorite emojis or pretty much just spam whatever you want. All right, cool. Sound check is good. Well, as y'all can tell from the title of the stream, today is my birthday. And I was pretty excited about doing tonight's stream until I thought I wasn't going to be able to stream tonight because I thought I was going to have to work. Work has been hectic since I've been back from London, and I'll talk about that here in a minute. And it's just been ridiculous. You know, I've been the Mosconi Cup kind of fired me up to want to, really start playing again and, filming some content for y'all and, just doing all kinds of stuff. But when I got back from work, it was just like one crisis after another that I had to start solving and or helping out with, and it just got ridiculous. And it doesn't look like it's going to be letting up anytime soon. I think maybe I just got a little lucky for what happened today. So we'll just have to wait and see how things go from here. But I don't know how long I plan on streaming tonight. The main theme that I really wanted to be able to do tonight is to be able to run my age in straight pool. And if by popular request, if y'all want me to do 43 push-ups live for y'all, I can. Or I can certainly try. I already did my push-ups for today because when I thought I wasn't going to live stream, I just filmed
Happy solar return, bro.
Oh, holy
Take
crap.
this and buy yourself some crypto.
Oh, yes to crypto. Thank you so much for the $49.99 super chat. Happy solar return, bro. Take this and buy myself some crypto. Holy crap, man. I really do appreciate that, brother. Man, thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Let's just give this one more highlight here. Holy cow, man. I really do appreciate that. Now I just lost my train of thought of what I was going to do. So yeah, since I didn't think I was going to be able to live stream tonight, I just filmed I think it was like 1 minute and 30-second clip of me doing 43 push-ups. I actually did 44 push-ups because I did my 43 and then just did one more push-up for good luck. So if I attempt to do another set right now, that'll kind of satisfy one of my moderators, Eves, if he happens to be in the chat just yet, because he told me that since last year, I didn't do my traditional push-ups, which would be 42, because when I got back from the Mosconi Cup in Las Vegas, I had gotten really sick. I actually caught the flu while I was out there. And by the time I had recovered from the flu, my birthday was just long gone after that. And I never really even after I got better, I never really just did it. So if I do more push-ups today, then it kind of covers maybe last year and this year. So this is what it's going to be. So if y'all want me to try to do another set, I'll be more than happy to oblige. But the main focus, I think, is at least going to be I'm going to try to run 43 balls in straight pool. My personal best is 88. The last time I streamed straight pool, I ran 51. That was the best I did for the night. So I'm fairly confident that I should be able to do 43 for y'all. It's just a matter of how many attempts is it going to take me to do that. So yeah, while y'all are contemplating on whether or not if you want me to do the push-ups, I guess I can go ahead and tell you what or how was London. Before I do that, though, I do see this question here. Ramanuj Basu, I hope I said that correctly. You're saying, what's the origin story of the push-ups? Well, a pool buddy of mine basically started it. This is a gentleman that his name is Ricardo. I'm not going to disclose his last name, but I saw on his Facebook, I don't know how many years ago we started doing this, because I think, man, it might be almost 10 years ago, I think, when this whole thing started. But I saw on his Facebook profile that he had done that. He's older than me, and he was doing the push-ups equal to his age. And I was like, you know what? That's really cool. I want to start doing that. And in my mid 30s, I was much more into fitness. I was going to the gym on a regular basis. And, so I thought, like, this is going to be something that's pretty cool. So I want to say maybe the first time I did it was probably when I was 34 or 35 years old. And now I'm 43. So I've been trying to do it for the past 8 years. And it's just something that I thought I liked, that reminds us that, as we get older, we don't necessarily have to get weaker, especially if we maintain ourselves. Of course, there's still going to be that natural degradation the much older we start to get. But, to me, it's more of a reminder to myself that, as long as I take care of myself, eat healthy, stay fit and stuff, then, I can proceed to maintain myself. But yeah, so that's where the story originated, or the push-ups, the push-up tradition originated. So I'm pretty sure everybody wants to know, how was London? London was fantastic. It's the second time that I've been there. Of course, it wasn't fantastic to watch Team USA get destroyed the way that they did. But, the being there in the atmosphere, the experience and whatnot, it's certainly much better than watching on a TV screen or watching on my computer or my mobile device. If you just happen to watch a stream, I think, depending upon, what your fancy is, it's almost no different than if you were to watch a concert on television. It's completely different watching the concert on television than it is being there live and, feeling the energy and, and so on and so forth. And that's what it was like. And, as much as I was in support of Team USA winning, I was also there mainly to watch good pool happen. And if y'all saw any of the Mosconi Cup, I mean, Team Europe just straight up brought it. I mean, they were just shooting absolutely fantastic, lots of amazing shots and whatnot, and it was really something to see. I posted a bunch of pictures and some videos on my Facebook profile. So if you're not following me on my Facebook fan page, Little Chris Pool Player, please do so, because usually when I'm out traveling about and just taking pictures and videos with my phone, that's generally where I'll post it. It'll be on my Facebook page rather than my YouTube channel. I do want to highlight something else, because I do at least want to mention it. This is earlier on, Old Man Ferguson. I don't know if anybody's been watching social media today, but one very great pool player, Mika the Iceman Immonen, is currently battling stage 4 cancer. So we definitely want to at least attempt to highlight that and let him know that our prayers are with him. And from what I gathered in the post, he's going, the treatment that he's going to receive should be able to allow him to recover. So we can only hope and pray that that's exactly what's going to happen. So Mika, if you happen to see this stream, fight the good fight, brother, and come back twice as strong. Let's see here. Scott Kevin, did I see that Jason Shaw shared one of the videos that I took of him? I did. He actually commented on it first, and then I saw that he shared it afterwards. Oh, and thank you so much. I'm just gonna say Roman for short for the $6.99 Canadian super chat, saying here's wishing you many more opportunities for push-ups. I really do appreciate that, man. I think that's gonna be enough at least for me to go ahead and I will attempt to do more push-ups for everybody before I get started on the actual straight pool stuff. But yeah, Scott, when I saw that he shared it, I thought it was just absolutely amazing. Even when he commented on the video that I posted, I made sure to comment to him to let him know how fantastic it was to watch him play live. Because it's still the same thing where it's like I've watched many videos of him, especially when he ran 714 balls in straight pool, and watched him, on previous streams of like, open events and even previous Mosconi Cups. But to watch him play live is, to me, it's just completely different. It's not the same as watching him on a screen. It's completely different, and it's just so amazing to watch it live. So I did see that. Okay, before we get things going, I do have to make sure that I give my shout outs to my sponsors. So it's been a long time since I've actually done this, but I'm actually wearing one of my onboard jerseys that I have. The color is green that you can see here. And what I'll actually do is, let me turn this up so hopefully y'all can see me okay, or hear me okay. As I step over here, so that way you can get a really good look, and it looks like I need to turn on an additional light. This is the one thing that we love about live streaming, is all of the technical stuff that I do on the fly. So I want to be able to show you, shout outs to my sponsors of Onboard Sportswear. They are the makers of the jerseys that you see at the Mosconi Cup. And of course, you can get your own. So I've got one of my own here that I've actually had requested for the color green for when I play straight pool. And it's got my logo here and even my logo on my back, if you're able to see that. So I've got plenty of other jerseys of different colors, and I even have some jerseys for some of my lead teams, which is mainly the big highlight there. So if you think you might be interested in jerseys like this, and there's also jackets, there's also pullovers, and there's also t-shirts that you can get. If you visit their website, onboardsportswear.com or onboardsportswear.us, if you live here in the United States, you can use my discount code LilChris10 and you can get 10% off of your purchase. And then continuing on, we have Outsville that you see here. They are the makers of the Accu-Racks. And on my table, I also have their Ghost Rack that I use for straight pool. So if you want to have the perfect rack every time where all the balls are going to be frozen, these are the types of racks that you would want to end up using for 8-ball, 9-ball, 10-ball. They even have a 3-ball template if you want to play 3-ball speed pool. And they also have what they call their shark skin, which is just a little circular pad that you can put on your table, place your cue ball on it, and break from it. So that way you wear that piece of fabric out rather than putting burn marks in your felt if you happen to break from the same spot over and over again. If you think that these products are something that you might be interested in, check out their website at outsville.com, and you can use my discount code LilChris. That's LIL''space CHRIS. You have to spell it that way, otherwise it does not work. But that discount code will get you 10% off your purchase. Let's see here. Next, we have Moonlighting Billiards. They are the company that makes these cutout templates for you to be able to place balls in a straight line or in a curve, depending upon which template that you actually order, so that way you can practice any type of drills that you would want to do. They have their drill partner, which allows you to put 9 balls in a row, spaced evenly apart. And since there is a cutout for 9 balls to go in, you don't have to use all 9 of them. You can do 3 and, or put a ball in, skip a space, put a ball, so on and so forth. So you can go up to 9 in a straight line to do line drills. And like I said, they have curved templates, so that way you can do half circle drills or circular drills. If you visit their website, moonlightingbilliards.com, use my discount code LilChris10, and get 10% off of your purchase. I'm hoping to do some more more demonstrations of the ICA training system here in the near future, because I am partnered up with them. That's the company that you can see where you can project drills, layouts, zones, all kinds of different stuff onto your table rather than using reinforcement labels. I've done a couple of demonstrations of that on my YouTube channel and on Facebook before. It's the system itself is kind of pricey. I will admit that, but I do have a code if you were to visit their website, ICAtraining.com. LC will get you $50 off of the bundle software that doesn't come with a projector. And if you try to just buy the software itself on an SD card, my discount code can also be applied to that. Anything else that's on that website, my discount code does not work. Next, we have TaomBilliards. I use their gloves. I use their chalk. I now use their tips on my shaft that I'm shooting with right now is the Taom Fusion tip. The more I've been using it, the more I've grown to love it, and it's just absolutely great. Do I want to say that it's better than the How soft tip that I had on my Predator Black 4.5 or the Predator Victory soft tip that was on my Predator Black 4.5 before I changed it to the How soft tip? I can't really say that. I think they're all equally great. When I switched to each one of them, there was a small adjustment period to get used to how it feels, and now that I've been using the Taom Fusion as often as I have been, I'm very accustomed to it and really don't have any complaints about it. Unfortunately, I do not have a discount code with them anymore, but if you are interested in their products, visit their website, TaomBilliards.com. I do, however, have recently purchased a boatload of their products. I have a bunch of chalk, a bunch of gloves, and a bunch of other things. I just haven't really quite figured out how I want to maybe distribute as a dealer for them yet. And the moment I figure out how I'm going to do that, y'all will be the first to know. So if you want to support me in any sort of way, besides just watching any of my streams or any of my videos, if you want to purchase these products from me, this will be another way of being able to do so the moment I figure out how to do the logistics of all of that stuff. So just stay tuned for that. And I think, last but not least, shout outs to my sponsors, JFlowers. Those that have followed me long enough know that I originally started my YouTube channel with Viking Cues. I eventually switched over to Sean, and then I eventually switched over to my first carbon fiber shaft cue, which was the Predator, and then now I'm playing with JFlowers. So you'll be seeing me shoot with one of those. I used to have a discount code with them a long time ago, but I don't anymore. But I do use their cues. Haven't really had any issues with them. I know plenty of local players that use their cues, and I haven't heard any issues from them. And then as I've traveled around the Texas area from time to time, and I happen to see someone shooting with a JFlower cue, I don't hear any complaints from them as well. So if you think you might be interested in trying out any of their cues at a much more affordable price than a lot of the leading industry cues out there, check out jflowercues.com. And I think that's it. I think that does everything. I'm going to go turn on my mini split. So give me just a second. It's getting hot in here. Okay. So I think that pretty much wraps up everything as far as my sponsors are concerned. And yes, here, Yes to Crypto. Fedor is now, I think the sponsor is, the official sponsor name is 6060. And they are using, he's using a Viking butt, but with a white carbon shaft. So I think that was pretty cool that, that he ended up doing that after leaving Q-Tech. Let's see. Raman, you're saying you should let your sponsors know that your influence works. You had a house soft tip and just started using the Taom Fusion tip. And you also have the, anytime, I really do appreciate that actually. And anytime, like my sponsors know this stuff. Especially like if Onboard receives a purchase with my discount code, that automatically alerts them that the reason why they made a sale was because of me. Same thing with any of the Taom products or JFlowers or ICA Training System, whatever. These are just other ways of being able to support me when you use any of my discount codes, because it lets my sponsors know that they're discovering their products because of me. So I really do appreciate that. All right, let's see. I don't want to take up too much time, you know what? And because of the super chats that I've seen, I'm going to go ahead and attempt first to do 43 push-ups again, even though I'm already just a little exhausted from doing it once already. So I'm actually going to turn this off, and then we're going to switch to this. I have a side view camera that I haven't used in quite a while, because I am going to get on my table. I did this before. I think when I turned 40 or 41, I actually got on my table and did the push-ups. So might as well do it again. Ugh. All right. So hopefully the side camera can see me okay and give you a side profile look here. But I mainly want to give you a side view here so that I know when it comes to doing push-ups, people can be very critical about form. Like, am I going low enough when I do these push-ups? So hopefully you're going to be able to see all of that. And so yeah, without further ado, let's see if I can at least do another set of 43 push-ups, because I've already done it before and I'm already pretty tired from it. And then we're going to play some straight pull. So hopefully you can see me okay. And here we go. $20. 30. 40. Whew. 41. 42. 43. And just like before, one more for good luck. Oh. So, hopefully my form was satisfying to the critics, but there you go. Just because you get older doesn't mean you have to get weaker. You know, so do whatever you can to stay as fit as possible. You know, just pretty much saying, like, you know, this is a health promotion type of thing. But that was certainly harder than the first set that I did, which was actually a couple of hours ago, so I've had plenty of rest. Ugh. Okay. Whew. And you know what's really funny? What's really funny is at the Mosconi Cup, there was a push-up challenge for fans to actually do. It was you had a USA fan and a Team Europe fan, and it was how many push-ups can you do in 30 seconds? And I think the most, I think Team USA did 35, and then Team Europe did 36. And I actually wished I would have got picked to represent Team USA, but I wasn't. And so the next day, when I woke up in the morning to do push-ups, I actually did time myself to see how many I could do in 30 seconds. And I ended up doing 40. Right? So I would have loved to have been able to be picked for that. There's my special juice, Andres. I hope I said that correctly. HEB green tea mango flavor. Whew. Okay. Well, I tell you what. Let's switch back over to the main view, and let's go ahead and play some straight pull. Actually, let's do this, because I will attempt to keep score using my scoring app as well. And let's see how many attempts it takes me to be able to run 43 balls. Or at least 43 balls. Oops, I didn't mean to turn that on. I meant to turn this off. Here we go, folks. I'm not really going to do a whole lot of talking or commentary tonight. I'm just going to try to focus on playing. Now that my muscles are all nice and tight. Ugh. All right, let's see how many attempts it takes me to be able to run 43. Really, hopefully the idea would be is I hope this is a challenge that I can actually complete in a reasonable amount of time. Oh, I gotta be honest, I can feel like my muscles are kind of making me shake a little bit until I get enough rest. and bank the 5. Purple 5. Oh, making this a lot harder than it needs to be. That'd have been great if I got position on it. Oh, it's super risky. Well, why not? Let's bank the 11. Oh, never mind. All right. That was a lot harder than it needed to be, but that's a 13. All because I was trying to save the 1 ball as a break ball. All right. Yuck. Play the 8 ball. are you serious? I overcut that ball? Doggone it. 6, 7, 8. That's only a 7. And if I don't get 43 within like a certain number of attempts, you know, I'll take a break, come chit chat with everybody, and then give it another go. Oops. Dang. 6 ball, block the 11. All right. Maybe not. Yeah, try the 11 ball. Ah, never mind. It's only 3. Oh, what are the odds of that? Talk about bad luck. I even made 3 balls on the break on that one. So anybody that's new to my stream, I don't count zeros or ones yet. So basically, like, I have to make the break ball, and then I have to make my first shot. After that, the score counts. And pretty much, whenever I do hit my goal of running 100, then every inning will count. So it's like zeros and ones, all that will count. So, like the average that we're looking at on the screen right now, you can pretty much say it's an augmented average, because it's not taking into account like these types of misses. was hoping that would bump a little higher for a better break ball. I mean, it still works. It's just a little low on the rack. That's tempting. I overcut that one too. I was trying to hit the 2 ball to bump the 1 into break ball position. Okay. So these overcuts are already starting to get on my nerves because it's my most common miss. 6, 7, that's an 8. Overcutting a shot is my most common miss. And from time to time, I undercut shots too, but the majority of the time, it's an overcut. Man. Come on, look at that. Put the 9-ball in a much better position. But what did I do? I overcut the 1-ball. Doggone it. That's a 7. Oh, rough start. I haven't done this in a while. We'll blame it on the push-ups. I'm just kidding. Okay. Well, that was a huge mistake. I just messed up my break ball, but still shooting, so that's important. think I can make that work. I probably would have liked to have been maybe just a tad bit closer to the rail, just a tad. Let's see what I can do with this. All right. Gotta make the best of it. Let's see here. My main problem is I'm trying to figure out how to deal with this as quickly as I can. And of course this too. This doesn't help either. Eesh. Maybe I should have hit that one just a little bit harder. Darn. All right. This is where I have to come with like a hero shot. I wish this 4-ball wasn't here because I think I can get the 2 to go off the 10 into the pocket, but the 4-ball is in the way. And actually, you know what? I do have a shot at the 4-ball. That's a difficult shot, but it's not a hero shot. What am I doing after the 4-ball? Let's see here. Of course, what do I do? I overcut the ball. Good position on the 11. Oy. All right, so 14 plus 2. So 16. All right, there we go. Got into the second rack, so starting to get warmed up. For those that are just joining, the goal for tonight is to at least run 43 balls for my birthday since I turned 43. Currently, my best, I think, is 16 now. Sometimes it's so interesting how you can get such a different result. Eventually, I'll hopefully be able to get good enough to realize like how I can determine what really is going to happen. A lot of times when I'm breaking into the rack, I don't quite have a really good idea of what's going to happen. I just have like a basic understanding. I'd like that to get better if I can. Let's play the 9-ball. So like that, for example, I didn't make my first shot after the break, so I don't count this score. Play the 12. That caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting the 8-ball to stick like that. Nothing's supposed to have this kind of an angle on the 2-ball. Alright, cool. Nonetheless, another second rack. Always thankful for that. I don't want to get too crazy with that, but I guess I should have hit that a little bit harder. Man. I guess we're going to call the 3. And I don't think I'm ready to use the 7 to break into this because of all this mess right now. Might try to do something else. Just not sure yet. I mean, I might go ahead and shoot the 7. Then again, I don't know. I don't think breaking into them is the right shot at this moment. Not yet. See, even if I shoot the 15 and go into them, what's happening? I'm just pushing like the 1 ball down into this. I don't want to shoot that 7. It's a good break ball, but I might have to. And just try to develop another one later. Oh. Stop, 12. 12 is overlapping my rack line, so it's in the rack. I can use the 8 ball though. 8 ball's a good break ball. a little reckless and lucky. Okay, let's get back into the groove here. Oh, come on, slow down. All right. Hey, all right. Let's see if I can jinx myself, huh? Can I get through this one? And then make the, all I gotta do is make the, if I get through this one, it's 42. Then all I gotta do is just make the break wall. I don't necessarily have to break into the rack. And the goal is achieved. So let's see if I just jinxed myself by saying that, huh? Okay, let's see here. That's a bit of a stretch. Whoa, 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 come on, slow down. Okay, don't exactly know what's going to happen here, but I am going to cut the 6, try to go into this. I don't know if I'm going to hit the 3 or the 14, or I don't know what's going to happen next. Got a lot of unknowns. You know, I might even make the, if I hit that 3, the 13 might go in. Ah, called it! All right. Let's see here. decisions. That was a bad decision. Oh, that was a really bad decision. Up on it. So the silly part at this point is if I want to do more than 43, I don't really have a good break ball. But if I want to just achieve the goal, I can just focus on finishing everything, and then whatever ball I leave last is a break ball, just make the ball. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do yet. Like, you know, I can maybe use the 5. It's a little high on the rack. I'm just not sure yet. So like right here, it's a little difficult to, I think, shoot the 2 ball and get a good break angle on the 5 ball. So it's either I stress still doing that to maybe go beyond 43. I mean, I still have to make the break ball as well, because if I miss at 42, then that doesn't count. I don't know. Unless y'all just want to give me the benefit of the doubt. I won't object to that, right? I shoot the 2 in, I'm going to hit the rail. There's no way I can hit it soft enough to keep the cue ball like at this angle here without risking making the 2 ball not getting there. If I shoot it in, you know, I have to go 2 rails, and it's very, maybe even 3 rails. It's very risky that I can land somewhere right here and just not have a decent break angle. And if I shoot the 5, the 2 ball is really high on the rack. Like, there's no telling if I would even be able to break into the rack. I do not know what to do here. Doggone it. All right, I think I managed to hold it. So I might be able to hopefully get 43, or more. But I gotta make sure I make the ball. But I don't know. Do y'all want to give me the benefit of the doubt and say that I've done it and just make the ball and not really worry about breaking the rack? Or should I should I still try to break the rack open and keep going? Of course I'm going to try to break the rack open and keep going. Alright, but goal achieved! 43! On a live stream, everybody. If you haven't done so, give the stream a thumbs up. Whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube, it does not matter. If you're on Facebook, maybe consider sharing it to your Facebook profile so your friends and family can get to know me, maybe get interested in pool. And of course, liking the stream on YouTube helps me out in the YouTube algorithm, so that way more people can discover the stream right now, or maybe even after the fact. I've done 43 live push-ups in front of everybody, and I just ran 43 balls in straight pool for turning 43 years old today. How cool is that? Let's see here. What else can I do though? Like, man, I don't know whether to shoot the 4 ball in, have the cue ball do this and go into the rack, into the cluster, or shoot this 6 ball. I feel inclined maybe to shoot the 6 ball. That way my 4 ball is my insurance shot. Kind of like that. And just in case I don't have a shot after going into the cluster, I can shoot the 4 ball. So that was a good decision. Oh, this is awkward. I might be ambidextrous, but this is still awkward. So right now, if I were to shoot the 8 ball, I'm going to go into the cluster, but I don't know what backup shot I have. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant to take this shot. But if I take the 10 ball, I'm going to go into the rail. Maybe I get positioned on the 13 to go up, and that puts me back on the 8 ball to go here, and I can go into the cluster, but still no backups, right? It's not ideal for you to break into a cluster without having a ball outside of the cluster as an insurance shot, because if you think about it like an 8 ball, if your stripes, you shoot a stripe in and you try to break a stripe out of a cluster, what are the odds that you're going to have a shot at that stripe that you just broke out, right? You can't really rely on that unless, of course, the layout of the table makes you do that, like you have no choice. But if you have another stripe outside of the cluster, then you could try to break into the cluster, break the stripe out, and you might not have a shot at it, but you'll have a shot at one of the other stripes that was outside the cluster. Straight pool is the same exact thing. You don't want to just go into clusters just because, unless there's another ball lying around on the table that you can have a high probability of shooting at, just in case you don't have a shot after breaking the cluster, just like how I did with the 4 ball. So you see what I mean? I went into the cluster, and there was no real insurance shot for me to do that, and I didn't really break through the cluster. You know what I mean? So like this is how runs can end if you're not careful when you do this stuff. So now it looks like I have to come with a hero shot. Ooh, are you serious? Let's see here. You know what? If I hit this 3-ball, the 3-ball might hit the 14, which might hit the 9 to go here. I got to spin off this rail because I can't do a direct, like, you know, this angle in, this angle out kick because the 15 ball is in the way. So I got to be careful how much I spin this ball. We're going to call the 9 ball right here. How do you like it, folks? Now, did I foul? I thought I saw something move. Can somebody tell me if I fouled? Let me check the... I'm going to try to check the replay. No, I guess I didn't foul. I'm seeing that 15. I'm seeing the 15 ball move, and I'm trying to figure out how did that 15 ball move. Yeah, and I think this is right. Mad Jack, I think you're right. So, nonetheless, amateurs play cue ball foul only. Whatever. I'm still gonna keep going. I do believe you know, under the real rules of straight pull, it does look like my tip might have hit the 15 ball, and when I looked at the replay, that would be considered a foul, and that would end the run. But like I said, as an amateur, I'm only doing cue ball fouls only, so I'm going to keep on going. That counts. That was also a bad decision. I should have hit that a little bit harder. Oh, and that ends the run. Okay, but there's 6 on the table. That means I made 9 this rack. Did I just do another 50? I did another 51. How do you like that, folks? Another 51. Yep. And here's my buddy Jay Bird. He's been on my channel a couple of times. This is one of my old roommates when he used to live here in Texas. And because of me, he's now doing straight pull high runs attempts. I've what's the word I'm looking for? Inspired him. I've inspired him to start doing high run attempts as well. His high run attempt is 50. And he's got a current goal of trying to hit 50 again, which I think is a good goal. I think that's a good goal to have. And it's good to see you in here, Jesse. Okay, well, like I said, my goals are achieved. So here we go. It took me 7 attempts to finally make it happen. Yeah, and it looks like we're all in agreement. It does look like my tip hit the 15 ball. You know, so if you want to hold me to the true rules of straight pull, that would be considered a foul, and that would end the run. I'm not going to hold it against him because I still achieved my 43. But I'm going to just go along the lines of saying, well, I'm playing cue ball fouls only, and the way that if you look at the replay, the way the 15 ball moved didn't affect anything. So it's whatever, right? The main point was to be able to do the 43, and I was able to do that. All right, so here we are. 7 attempts for me to at least get 43, which I did. So if we don't count the foul, I was able to do 51. So 5 times I did not get out of the first rack. So that was a rough start. And then I got that 16 to kind of get me going, and then boom, I got the whatever the foul was on the 15. Like, I don't know what the ball count would have been on that. I think it probably would have been like 48, right? 1, 2. All right, because I said foul, so maybe 49. Because then I made the 8 ball, then I made the 2 ball, and then I missed. So like you could say a true score of 49. So that means out of the 11 racks that I basically did play here, I was only able to complete 4 of them. But an average of 15 and only seven attempts. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. And holy crap, am I seeing that I got some super chats? Let me see if I can find them. Oh, I did. Holy cow. Let me see here. I want to try to find them. Give me just a second, folks, because I got to make sure I say proper thanks here. Really do appreciate all of this, everybody. I hope everybody was at least able to enjoy what I did today, because I am pretty much stopping today after doing that.
Happy birthday, old man.
And just out of curiosity, because I don't have it set up to where I can hear anything. Do y'all hear text to speech on these super chats? Is there an automated voice that's basically reading the messages? Could y'all let me know that? Ah, cool. So the text to speech is working. That is awesome. I think I have it set to where, like, if you super chat $5 or more, that's when the super chat will be read out loud. So that's really cool. Okay, so let's see here. Loping CSF, thank you so much for the $43 super chat. I really do appreciate it. Saying, great job, brother. Happy birthday. I really do appreciate that. And then I know while I was over here, I did see this come in. Eves, thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much for the $58 Canadian super chat. Not exactly sure how that translates into US dollars, but I really do appreciate it. Happy birthday, old man. I hope you know, if you go back and watch, so on my Facebook profile, I did 43 push-ups just as a small video because I didn't know if I was going to do a live stream today because I thought I was going to have to work. And then when I found out that we weren't doing anything tonight, I was like, hey, I can finally do a live stream. So I was trying to figure out whether or not if I was going to do 43 push-ups again for all of the viewers that, anybody that's not following me or that's not friends with me on my Facebook profile, because I do separate, my Facebook profile from my Facebook fan page. They're not one and the same. But if you remember last time, you said that because I didn't do 42 push-ups last year because I got sick, I should do 42 and 43. Well, in this live stream, if you go back towards the beginning, I did 43 more push-ups. So I took your challenge on. And then on top of that, I was able to do my goal of running 43 balls in straight pull. So let's see here. Okay, so yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Let's see here. I will just take this moment right now if anybody wants to ask me any questions before I go ahead and log off for the night, because I really do want to appreciate everybody for being here and celebrating my birthday here with me. I mean, it means a lot to me. Y'all really don't know how much this means to me. Y'all could have been doing anything, tonight. It's Friday night, right? But you're here with me watching on YouTube or watching on Facebook. So I really do appreciate that. Oh my gosh, are you serious? I should do a shot for each run that I didn't get out of the first rack. Man, I don't think I have any alcohol. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'm gonna give y'all the intermission screen. Just a second. It's my birthday, so I mean I'll do some requests. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. Y'all have no idea how lucky y'all are. I have some vodka here. I don't know if I have 5 shots worth, but where is it at? 5 times I did not get out of the first rack. Oh, holy crap. Dr. Mitnall. Everybody, this is like another brother to me. Like, seriously. Dr. Mitnall, child psychologist. Him and I go all the way back to middle school. We went to the same middle school. We went to the same high school. And we were both drummers. We were percussionists. I've been to this man's wedding when he got married. And Larry, you have no idea how much it means to me to see you in my live chat. I really do appreciate you being here, brother. Okay, so by popular request, and then I'm probably going to end the stream after that because I don't know how I'm going to be able to handle this. Here's my shot glass. Here we go, everybody. By popular request. 5 times I did not get out of the first rack. I'm turning 43 years old. Everybody is celebrating it here with me. Whoa, whoa. Okay. You can see how much I filled it up to. Ugh. I don't want to spill any. Oh, goodness gracious. I can't believe I'm about to do this for everybody. If y'all haven't thumbed up the stream yet, then by all means, I hope y'all decide to do so. Because cheers, everybody. 5 times I did not get out of the first rack, so I'm going to go ahead and attempt to do 5 shots of vodka. 1. No chaser. Straight up. But I'm not just gonna slam them. So like, give me a minute. Does anybody have any questions that they want to ask me while I go look through the chat? Let's see here. Oh, this is a good question. Robert Allison, does my table look small after snooker tables in London? Yes. Like, holy cow. I got to play 2 frames of snooker on 6x12 tables while I was in London. Boy, let me tell you what. That is a if you think playing on a 9-foot table is difficult with 2 1/4 balls, and I don't care what your pocket sizes are, if you think that's difficult, 6x12, the balls are smaller. I don't even actually know what the size of the balls are. Rounded pockets, like, holy cow! It's ridiculous how much more difficult that game is with that. Like ridiculously difficult. Now, what's interesting though is I have a snooker ball set. So like, maybe when I'm done with my road to 100, maybe the next show that I can do is to play snooker on an 8-foot table. Haha, right? But I can attempt to do something like that. Like, I can play snooker on my 8-foot table, and I'm pretty sure it would probably take me forever to do a 1-4-7, but I can at least demonstrate the game or whatever. I think that might be a lot of fun. So that might be something to look forward to in the near future. Maybe. I don't know. All right. Shot number 2, everybody. Tell me right now, is anybody out there having a drink with me? I think that would be cool. Here we go. Cheers, everybody. Number 2. Craig, I hate you. No, this is all in good fun. This is all in good fun. Really do. Like I said, between when you look at my journey that I've done, not just for straight pull, just YouTube in general. There are a lot of you that are in my chat that I recognize. I've seen y'all time and time again. When you comment and stuff, I see that I have even a couple of locals that are in here watching me and whatnot. So, anybody that's followed me long enough knows that I try to be very interactive with everybody that comments on my YouTube videos and stuff, and I try to remember everybody. Laura, when we I think we first met on the Cue It Up network during the VG10 events when we were chatting, so I do my best, even though I've got all these followers, to try to remember who all of y'all are. And I can only do so much, with being able to remember, but to see familiar people, to see new people, and to see the new people keep on coming back and stuff, it just really means a whole lot. From day one of when I started playing, when I started posting videos on YouTube, all the way up till now here. So and see, yeah, exactly. See, I remember, and I try my hardest to remember a lot of y'all. I come on, but let's be reasonable. I can't remember everybody. Over 100,000 of y'all. I can't remember all 100,000 of y'all, but a lot of y'all, I'm able to remember, especially when I see y'all coming back on more than one occasion, which means a lot to me. I mean, it really does. Whew. Okay. I hope this doesn't violate any terms of service or anything on YouTube or Facebook for that matter. Any under 21-year-olds that are watching, do remember, follow the law, or at least if you're here in the United States, you have to be 21 years old or 21 years or older to be able to legally drink unless you have a parent or guardian with you. And if I'm not mistaken, I think overseas, like in the London area, I think you only have to be 18. I could be mistaken on that one, but I know I influence a lot of people, but I still try to make sure I influence people to do the right thing. So here's number 3, everybody. Cheers. Oh my goodness. I got 2 more to go. Oh, that was rough. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna try to go through the chats and see if I can find a question. Oh, okay, let's see what this is. Hoping CSF, you're saying anything I need to do beyond basic cleaning to keep my table in good shape. It's finally arriving in about a week and a half. So first of all, congratulations if you're about to have your own home table. Okay, so you've seen my setup, right? I have my table here. I don't have a pool table cover, right? It's just here in my garage, exposed, everything. And that's the other thing. It's in a garage, right? That's why I have a mini split installed to help try to maintain the temperature in here, especially when I'm in here, so I don't get too hot or I don't get too cold or anything of the sorts. So, but if you remember, this is only the second cloth that I've had on my table, because the first cloth lasted 6 years before I finally changed it. And I have a video on my channel where the cloth did get changed. So, I mean, beyond, like you said, basic cleaning, I brush it. I have the X Immonen cleaning pad, and then I do vacuum it from time to time. So, I mean, as long as you're doing that, I don't think that's going to be a problem. When you're breaking, if you want to use, I think I would probably suggest using a break cloth when you break, so that way you don't put any burn marks, especially if you break from the same spot over and over again, right? Anything that you can think of to help maintain the longevity of the cloth by reducing the amount of burn marks, or shooting same shots over and over again, the cloth will last you a long, long time. But if you're anything like Florian, like Venom Kohler, and you're doing like all these ridiculous trick shots and masse shots, like I'm pretty sure he goes through cloth like every couple of months, right? Because there's all kinds of tears and stuff that might be in his cloth. But he's got all of his sponsors to where he can just constantly replace that stuff over and over again. But being reasonable on making sure that you just take care of it on a regular basis. Your cloth should last you just as long as mine lasted, which, like I said, my first cloth that came with the table when I bought it lasted 6 years before I had it changed. And in reality, I didn't have to change it. Like, I could have kept on going, but the cloth that I changed it with, I actually had it on hand for probably 2 or 3 years before I finally changed it. And I could have just kept on holding on to it, right? So just, take care of your stuff, and you'd be surprised on how long it's going to last. Let's see here. Oh, it's 16 in the UK. Yeah, the 16 is the legal age. So make sure you're 16 years or older if you're in the UK, if you're having a drink with me. Otherwise, please be 21 years old or older, or at least have a parent or guardian with you. Oh, I don't know how many times I get asked this. Is how can we get me to do player reviews once again? Because I used to find them very helpful. I've said this on multiple occasions to where it's like I might bring that back. It's just one of those things to where like think about all of the stuff that I do on my channel, right? I do these live streams. I've been doing a lot of shorts lately, and I post them as on Facebook as reels. And I either do these straight pool live streams. I sometimes do live streams where I review my own APA matches. And if you think of all the long form videos that I used to do, which I'm trying to get back into the habit of doing again. Like, there's so much variety that's on my channel. And when I did those player reviews, those actually overwhelmed my channel to to where like I found myself doing those like more than anything, right? So I've said this before, like if I'm going to bring them back, I would have to try to figure out a way to bring them back in such a way to where like of all the people that keep submitting all their reviews to me, like I will randomly pick one, and that will be the one that I review. And then if I decide to review another one, you'd have to just, you know, submit your video again and see if it gets randomly picked or whatever. Because I can't. In the past, I was always trying to be able to review everybody that came in, and that was just too overwhelming, and I can't do that again. So if I decide to bring it back again, that's probably how I'm going to end up. Doing it. And I saw my best friend. You know, his YouTube screen name is Goat McBuffkins. This is my best friend, everybody. If you go way back into my channel, you'll find where I was doing fitness videos. I was working out, and me and my buddy here, we did a bicep challenge. And what we did was we measured the size of our biceps. And I mean, my friend's much bigger than me, much stronger than me. So it wasn't a matter of who's got the bigger bicep. But what we did was we measured the size of our biceps at the beginning of our challenge. And then for 30 days, we always made sure that we did bicep exercises. And we made sure to also do the same exercises, right? And we wanted to make sure and we basically wanted to see like who would have the biggest growth. And he even tried to one up me by also increasing the size of his tricep, which if you measured the size of your bicep, it takes into account the size of your tricep as well. So, and I wasn't even thinking about that, but I remember he tried doing that as a cheat to be able to win our contest. And I've got some documented videos of us, you know, going through the challenge and stuff. And then when we eventually reached the end of the challenge, we wanted to see who the winner was, and we tied. Right? We both had growth. Our biceps got bigger, but the amount that our biceps grew was identical. So it ended up being a tie, which was a lot of fun. But he's pretty much saying that there's going to be more of this tomorrow in celebration of my birthday. So like, I'm clearly going to be looking forward to, you know, hanging out with everybody and stuff. And I don't know what kind of night I'm going to be like putting myself through. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right. Here's number 4, everybody. Craig, I hate you. All right, everybody. If anybody's drinking with me, cheers. Ugh. Okay, I got one more to do, and then I'm cutting the live stream off. This is actually a lot of fun. I'm pretty sure that like to anybody that I'm more than certain to anybody that comes into the live stream and is looking at what's going on, they're like, what the heck's going on? Like this is probably boring as hell. And trust me, I get that. You have to just look at everything prior to what's happening right now. I'm kind of celebrating with all of my viewers and stuff. And one of my moderators came up with the greatest idea of, since there were 5 times here that I did not get out of the first rack, that I should be taking 5 shots of drinks, and I'm on shot 4 out of 5. So I'm obliging the requests of my viewers. And then I'm ending the live stream. Appreciate it, brother. You know, and like some of y'all would have to just let me know, or you know, let viewers know, right? Because it's easy for anybody that hasn't physically been with me or hung out with me, talked with me, or anything of the sorts. It's very, very easy to look at how I present myself on YouTube or on Facebook, or how I present myself in my videos and whatnot, and you know, and have this idea of what kind of person I am. I will say that I do try to basically portray that what you see, right? Like what you see right now is what you get in real life, right? So, you know, from my buddy here to tell me that, you know, he says I'm a better guy in person. So that would, I mean, that to me, that's an even better compliment to say, like, you know, I have my personality that y'all see here on Facebook and on YouTube or, you know, whatever you have on social media. But if you meet me in person, that it's an even, it's a better personality. You see a better person. And I really do appreciate that, man. Really do appreciate that. So anybody that's actually, you know, either physically talked with me or hung out with me or do whatever, you'd have to tell me if you agree with this or not. You know, it is what it is. You know, Backwards Billiards here, Lonnie. You know, I've been on his live streams and stuff. We've met in person. I've commentated on some of the tournaments that he's been with. You know, like I can't begin to tell y'all what kind of, like, how do I put this? You know, you go through life and like when you're young and you go to school, you meet a lot of different people. You know, you make some friends, you lose some friends. You go to you get a job, you meet some coworkers. Those coworkers become friends, and sometimes you lose touch. You go to college or whatever, and then you know you start all these people that you meet throughout your life. And normally before the internet, it was always about who you went to school with, or no, I'm sorry, who you grew up with, who you went to school with, and who you worked with. Right? That's how you basically met people. Unless, of course, like, you know, you went to the occasional bar or, you know, some sort of, you know, social outing or whatever. You went out dancing or whatever, and you meet complete strangers, and sometimes, you know, friendships grow from there, right? And with the dawn of the internet, like the way you can meet people now, it's just amazing. Like, you know, to be able to figure out how the way for you to be able to interact with everybody either personally or through the internet is just amazing. Like I said, and some of y'all, we might not have never met in person, but we've chatted on the internet. We've done video calls on the internet. We might have been on a stream together, you know, and there's still a lot of y'all that I've never met yet, whether it's through the internet or through person or in person. And some of y'all that I've met through the internet and have had the opportunity to meet in person, like, to me, it's just amazing. It's just amazing how all this stuff works. It really is. Like this gentleman right here, Ron Johnson, right? I met him when we were doing virtual tournaments on Bang Time Pool's YouTube channel, right? And then we got to a point where we were doing video calls together and just having general conversations and whatnot. And there's a couple of other people, you know, like all of this, because, you know, Ron lives in the Michigan area. We just haven't like physically met in person. We've only just done it over the internet, which I think is amazing. And we've known each other for a long time. I've issued a couple of challenges that Ron Johnson has participated in. Like, this is how amazing my YouTube journey has been. The people that I've interacted with through my channel and the people that I have now met in person because of being on YouTube and stuff. Like, it's just been amazing. And as far as I'm concerned, it can only get better from here. It can only get better. All right, everybody. Last one. Number 5. Craig, I still hate you. You're the one that came up with this stupid idea. This stupid idea. Number 5, everybody. 5 times I did not get out of the first rack. And then I eventually erupted with that 51-49 if you want to count the foul, but cheers, everybody. All right. Let's see here. Ramanuj, thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for the super chat. I really do appreciate it. You have yourself a good night. And like I said, I'm always contemplating on whether or not if I'm going to bring back the player review stuff. You know, it's just a matter of time, because Like I said, I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to live stream tonight. You know, work has been so hectic lately that I can't even remember the last time I produced like a long form video for everybody to watch. I've been doing nothing but live streams and YouTube shorts, Facebook Reels, you know, whatever. Because I'm just so busy right now. And I'm at least thankful that I was able to do this live stream tonight. I'm obviously thankful that I was able to put on the performance that I did for everybody, especially a live performance and whatnot. And then of course to just to have this interaction. It's been great. So you have yourself a good night, man. I really do appreciate you being here. Let's see here. Well, you know what? Like I said, I think that, well, there's no thought. There's no thought. The stream is ready to end. I sincerely want to thank everybody from the bottom of my heart to being here tonight to celebrate with me my birthday and stuff. I'm very thankful for y'all to be here. I'm also very thankful that I was able to put on the performance that I had planned on putting on. It kind of would have been disappointing if I just wasn't able to run 43 balls, for example, or if I wasn't able to do 43. Like I set out a goal that I want to be able to show everybody, and it would be kind of disappointing if I wasn't able to do it for everybody. So the fact that I was able to do what I intended on doing for everybody to be able to see, you know, I hope everybody was able to enjoy it. If you haven't done so already, please give the stream a thumbs up, whether you're on Facebook or on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, maybe consider sharing the stream to your Facebook profile so that way your friends and family can get to know me. And then, of course, maybe share it to your favorite pool groups as well. And, of course, liking the stream on YouTube helps me out in the YouTube algorithm so that way more people can discover the stream after the fact, considering that I'm going to be ending the stream here shortly. So, once again, everybody that is super chatted for me tonight, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I saw a bunch of friends in here that I've seen since the very beginning. Thank you so much for being here. See a bunch of new people. Hopefully over the course of time, I'll begin to still remember a lot of these new people, especially if you continue to return to any of my streams and continue to support me. I really do appreciate it. So, Tommy Game, thank you so much for sharing my stream on Facebook. I really do appreciate it, brother. And that's one of my locals. Really do appreciate y'all being here. So, until the next time I either publish a video or go live or anything, because if you haven't done so, I talked about liking the stream. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, obviously please consider subscribing to my YouTube channel. Make sure you click that notification bell. That way you're notified anytime I go live or whenever I publish a new video. Until next time, everybody, thank you so much for being here and have a good night.